Locate your adjustment tape and turn on your video tape deck, and then load the tape. Make sure it's rewound. Now run the warm-up section of the tape. Klunk will go through each movement separately. As he does, check Klunk and the props for any obvious air leaks, for defects or damage. Now it's time to dress Klunk and the stage. Begin by locating and installing the decorative bases for the table and the chairs. Now set the flower vase on the cuckoo clock pedestal. Lay out Klunk's clothes on stage next, and yes, his bow tie too. Begin dressing Klunk by fitting his shirt and carefully snapping it in place using the fasteners provided. Now it's important that all Velcro and snap fasteners be secured, but also that Klunk move freely. So when you've dressed him, see that he moves freely without hindrance of his clothing. Your completely outfitted Uncle Klunk should look like this. Using the video adjustment tape you have, run the Klunk set phone program. The set phone section will start its cycle by first leaning Klunk's chair back, then moving his arm into position. After his arm is in position, Klunk's wrist and thumb will cycle 5 times and then repeat the whole cycle again. The cycle will continue repeating until the set phone section of the tape is over. If you need more time, rewind it to the beginning of the set phone section and repeat the cycle. Position the phone stand so Klunk's thumb is centered between the V-blocks. When you've done that, adjust the stand height. Now make sure the phone fits squarely into the palm of Klunk's hand when it's in the down position. When you have Klunk picking up and setting down the phone correctly, tighten the adjustments on the phone stand and secure it to the table using 3/4 inch dirt irons. Now, to avoid damaging Klunk's arm and hand, don't stop the videotape unless Klunk is leaning forward and his arm is away from the table. Now finally, remove the V-blocks from the phone stand and install the phone cover over the stand. When you've got it in place, bolt the V-blocks to the phone stand. Run the Set Banana section of the video adjustment tape next, and use the same procedure for setting up the banana as you did for the phone. When you've got the stand into position, fasten it into place, and then slide the vase over the stand. And be sure to remember to stop the videotape player only when Klunk is in a static position during the cycle. Finally, it's time to video test Uncle Klunk and the props. Run the video test section of the adjustment tape. View the tape long enough to correctly determine that the movement is truly out of adjustment. The video display and character must be synchronized exactly. If a movement is in question, isolate the valve in the valve bank that operates the movement. Manually operate the valve by pressing the white manual override button on the valve solenoid. Observe the movement by operating it manually. Look for a smooth operation of the movement in question. Check for cosmetic parts that are binding. If the movement is truly out of adjustment, proceed with the flow control adjustments. Now adjust spotlights number 7 and number 8. Number 8 should be directed at Uncle Klunk, and number 7 at the tabletop telephone and fruit vase. Also, double check to see that the Pee-wee spotlight is aimed at the cuckoo clock. Finally, as a part of preventive maintenance, you will need to check Uncle Klunk's critical adjustments periodically. Now, you've been provided with a complete manual on all of Klunk's critical angles. In order to keep Klunk functioning properly, strict adherence to the angles and tolerances is a must. It's all finished, and thanks to your hard work, your Uncle Klunk should be performing as well as the most carefully installed in the entire Showbiz Pizza Place chain of restaurants. Congratulations. Stay tuned for a look at the Santa Claus stage.